Let's see here. This week at Bundy, we're talking weapons. This is it, the last TWAB of the season. It's been a blast watching Guardians splice their way through the Vex network, tackle Vault of Glass, and pile up a ton of new rewards during the season of the Splicer. We have jam-packed a lot of Destiny moments since Beyond Light debuted last fall. As we prepare to look forward next week, let's take a look back at some of the most epic moments or Destiny moments. Okay, hold on. Let me like pause this music. Hold on. Okay. What we got here? I can't even full screen this. Was this it?
Stasis is just a tool.
It's an ice tornado, dude. That was the sickest thing I've ever seen. I'm in space. It's freaking Aldrin. Bow. No.
Did I just watch Zavala say no once again?
With 6 anarchies, you're gonna sprint at that Gorgon. Run, run. Godspeed, little doodle. Run, run.
Oh my. Okay. Here we go. We're less than a week away from the big reveal showcase. No spoilers, but we have a tune-in page set up. We will be streaming on both Twitch and YouTube on August 24th. 7 years of Destiny have led to this moment. Join us to learn more about a new adventure unlike you have encountered before. This pre-show is starting at 8 a.m. Pacific, and the showcase itself will kick off at 9 a.m. Can't find out if you survive the truth. Weapon tune-in. Ah, shit. Here we go. Next week's update is ushering in a new season and a big sandbox update to go with it. We have already covered ability tuning, armor, and mod changes here, and now it's time to go over what is changing with weapons. Here's what weapons feature lead Chris Proctor with a full rundown. Oh, shit. Chris Proctor, good day. It's Chris again. We got a lot to talk about season 15, including Stasis weapons, a rework of fusion rifles, and several changes intended to make certain weapons more relevant in the new activity and with the new artifact mods. Let's kick off by clarifying some terminology. A new activity, I'm already excited. Know what I'm saying? Definition of terms. Some of the recent info on weapons we've been putting out has been confusing, and while I generally like to use our internal terms for concept where possible, in some cases these require too much explanation to use them externally. Here's some definition and clarification to help. Fall off. Internally, we use fall off min and fall off max to mean start and end, but moving forward, we'll use these externally, using damage as an example. But the same logic applies to aim assist and whatnot. Damage fall off start, the distance at which damage fall off begins or stops throwing maximum damage. I mean, you should know that, right? Like, can't be that. You know what? No, no question. Damage fall off end, the distance at which damage fall off ends or hits the damage floor, meaning like that's like your cap. Projectiles. We use various terms to describe these as types externally, including borrowing terms from other genres. Oops. But have settled on these. Hit scan, a projectile that instantly hits. This applies to most weapons in the game. For example, auto rifles, hand cannons, fusion rifles, fully drawn bows at most instances. Non-hit scan, a projectile with travel time, sometimes having physic bounce, and often having explosive damage or homing. For example, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, partially drawn bows, and Jotun. Shotguns, speed angle, the cone that pellets come out in, not to be confused with one of the other types of cones. This determines the size of the outer ring below. Destiny 2 shotguns don't have pure RNG for pellet distribution, though yes, it sure feels like it sometimes, which seems worth diving into. A shotgun shot contains 12 pellets, spreads out across 3 rings as follows. Center, 1 pellet right in the middle. Inner ring, 4 wedges with 1 pellet each. Outer ring, 7 wedges with 1 pellet each. So aside from the center, which is in a fixed location, each pellet is only randomized inside a defined wedge angle and inner-outer radius. Global. Season 15 introduces legendary stasis weapons, and we see some concern about how these are intended to work, particularly in PvP, so here's some details. Stasis power weapons are in the power slot, but all other stasis weapons are in the kinetic slot. This is to avoid overcrowding the energy slot, and so that it's reasonable to use one in match game content. The kinetic slot won't be renamed at this time. Oh, that means they might be renaming it. That's cool. Stasis weapons don't intrinsically do anything differently from weapons of other damage type, but they are the only weapons that can roll with stasis perks. We generally intend stasis perk with slowing or freezing effect to have a kill trigger. This being easy enough to trigger in PvE and fun to use but not obnoxious to play against in PvP. This is actually a great thing because people are required to do something before proccing stasis. So that means that if you get a kinetic stasis weapon, it's just a kinetic weapon. It's not going to do anything extra. But if you proc a stasis perk on it, which requires you to kill, it's almost like, you know, kill clip, right? You have to kill, then reload to proc it, or multi-kill clip. Now, I guess this would be like stasis or like multi-stasis, whatever it is. So I can't wait to see what the stasis mods or like perks are going to be. Now that we address quick draw permanent plus 100 handling buff, but we see more people using the quick swap glitch. The glitch uses a combination of inputs to animation cancel, allowing near instant weapon swaps. We want the handling stat to continue to have value on weapons, and I want, for example, aggressive shotguns to lose their key downside, which is slow swaps, due to an unintentional side effect of the animation system. Fix the quick swap glitch. Wait, what? Huh? Hello? Yeah, why they act like this is news to us? We knew y'all was gonna do that. Come on, man. Look, man, we knew y'all was gonna do that already, okay? All right? I've been practicing my slow weapon switches, okay? All right? I even get a bed thinking about how slow my weapon's gonna switch. Like, who told y'all to touch this shit? Man, listen. Shit. Anyways, here we go. Running out of primary ammo has never been tactically interesting. Running out in hard PvE content or because you were in the tier in PvP was a weird and sometimes frustrating experience that we like to not subject anyone to in the future. All primary ammo weapons now have infinite ammo. Subsistence. Hello? Your subsistence, you there? Yeah, it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm coming through. Yeah, I got champagne bottles too. Like, yeah, it's me right now. Yeah, I'm gonna knock everything out. What you mean, bro? Yeah, yo, I'm coming through, subsistence. All right, know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm reading the TWAB, don't I say like that? Okay, I'm back. My bad, chat. I got excited. Anyways, run out of primary ammo has never been tactically interesting. Run out hard PvE content because you were on the tier in PvP was a weird and sometimes frustrating experience. But wait, hold up. How am I supposed to get rid of all my ammo to get like my special, my heavy back sometimes now? What the fuck? Wait, this might not be a good thing. We'll see. All primary ammo weapons now have infinite ammo. Inertia override has been adjusted to account for there being no primary bricks. Drop mag downside of reducing reserve ammo is now almost meaningless. Rework to be reload speed minus magazine size. Okay, you still get reload speed. Yeah, but why would I worry about magazine size if my reload speed is going to be on crack? Compact arrow shaft upside of increase in reserve ammo likewise. Reworked to be reload plus handling. Updated some other perks that refer to reserves in a way that's no longer accurate. See notes on Fire Line and Sweet Business in the exotic section below. Target farming trials weapon is much more efficient in season 15, and we have some cool new perks for players to play with that we wanted to put on trials weapons. All trials weapon available in season 15 Now have 7 perks in each column. It was 5. Ooh, okay. But isn't celerity always going to be a thing that's on there, right? When max power levels on weapons launch and we reissued several weapons, we saw how frustrated players were having to regrind their favorite role since the perk pool hadn't changed. Based on that, our reissue guideline from season 13 onward were to replace most of the perks. Turns out that was an overcorrection. Yes, it was. Yeah, like, for real. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, bro, my moon weapon. Y'all fucked that up, son. Like, the AR had overflow. The hand cannon had explosive payload. Like, the Dreaming City Scout Rifle had fully auto. Like, what y'all doing over there? Like, who told y'all to be extra? Know what I'm saying? First, just for fucking Mountaintop Recluse, man. Y'all be wilding sometimes. Anyway, I'm back. I'm sorry, I got a little mad. Anyways, turns out that was overcorrection and that certain perks in the original pool had become part of identity over the weapon. Yes, it was. Yeah. I remember making a video about how shitty the moon weapons were. Crazy as hell. Moving forward, let me move forward. My bad. The guidelines for reissues will be to remove the least useful 2 to 3 perks and add 2 to 3 newer perks. How y'all know which ones ain't useful? Oh wait, I know. How y'all be putting rampage and kill clip on grenade launchers when they don't work, huh? Stop putting useless shit on certain weapons when you know it doesn't work on them. What the fuck? Like, bro, I'm tight, son. Like, anyways, we back. I'm glad you guys found some common sense in the world of perks. Now, we made some small adjustments to the weapons reissued in the 3.2.1 update to move in the direction of the new reissue guidelines. And if you wonder why community managers were asking for everyone's favorite role, now you know. No, I didn't put no favorite role because I couldn't go for one. Because the roles that were given sucked dick. Yeah, I said it. I'm sorry. It sucked dick. It was terrible. I said it. I did my Carfax. You know what I'm saying? I looked at the weapon rules on Gunsmith. You know what I'm saying? I went to gunsmith.com and I went there and I was disappointed. Okay? Anyways, back to this. Added 1 or 2 of the original perks to each column for the Luna weapons reissued in 3.2.1. Yo, what's up with these 3.2 point? I'm tired of the points, man. Since these can't be targeted farm, we're okay with increasing the size of the perk pool in this case. Added 1 of the original perks to 1 or both columns with the Dreaming City weapons. Okay, what about the rest of the Dreaming City weapons? Why only the... No comment. Since these can't be farmed yet, we didn't want to increase the size of the pools by more than 1. Interesting. Archetypes. Exotics receive these changes as written unless otherwise mentioned in the exotic section below. That means whatever they do is already... If it doesn't say the exotic here, that means it's not going to... Okay. Breach grenade launchers are increasing as a pain point in PvP. And with the shotgun nerf, we're seeing a small increase in usage. Small increase? Every corner is like a sly fucking grenade launcher. These changes aim to reduce the ease of getting big splash damage for priming or cleaning up targets. We'll watch how things change and make further adjustments in the future update if needed. Note that we're fine with how they perform in PvE, so have compensated there. Reduce blast radius by 0.4 meters. Max blast radius decreased from 4.55 to 4.15. Minimum blast radius decreased from 3.80 to 3.4. Reduce splash damage by 20, which reduces total damage for a direct hit from 220 to 200 before taking spike or proximity grenades into account. Increase damage in PvE by 12%. Because of the above slash damage change, this result in a small overall buff to combined damage. Wither Horde is Wither Horde is another annoying thing, but cool. Wither Horde you shouldn't just step in it and then basically die. Like, it should take damage over time and then kill. I don't understand why, there's Wither Horde right there. It hit me. Oh, wait. I'm walking away. Oh, I'm dead already. Why? While machine gun usage is surprisingly high, we felt that they weren't fulfilling their intended role in high difficulty content. Ammo efficiency, add clean, and secondary single target, sustain damage. Increase damage in PvE by 20%. That's not enough. I'm sorry to say this. That is not enough. At all. Like, fuck you mean, bro? 20%? Can I get like, seriously, if they got a 40%, I'm not even joking, they got a 40%, then that means that other archetypes of machine guns can be used. The only viable machine guns are going to be the rapid fire ones. The high impact ones and the adaptable ones are not going to be good in PvE regardless. Oh well. If you got a Shatter Cypher and if you have the Europa machine gun, have that ready because those are going to be a lot better, especially if you're going for ad clear. Scout rifles and hand cannons that felt weaker than we like the hard PvE content for quite a while. Increased damage versus miners by 15. Versus miners? Why not versus everybody? What? 15%? Yo, what is this? I feel like I'm a waiter and I'm getting tipped the lowest you can ever tip somebody. What? Okay, next. Fusion rifles have benefited indirectly from the mid-season 14 shotgun nerf. But fusion rifle subfamilies weren't as different from each other as we wanted and weren't all useful in a variety of content. So we looked at the options that we have for diversifying them and ended up with some substantial changes. This isn't intended to be a global buff to fusion rifles, but we expect some of these to be better counters to other weapons than they were previously. Note that we also evaluated some other options, which are worth a bit of discussion. Given the projectile travel time, we did like the idea of this behavior in Destiny 1, but on investigation found that there are networking issues with firing rapid bursts of non-hit scan projectiles, and they didn't play as well as we wanted them to. We may look at this option again in the future. Burst rate of fire, this would have meant touch and design data and audio for every fusion rifle we ever shipped. Well, beyond the scope we wanted for this change, and also not that interesting a change. Increased PvE damage bonus such that all subfamilies have a 15% PvE bonus. Previously, high impact was 0%. Precision and adapters with 10%. Rapid fire was 12.5. Interesting. Okay. Push subfamilies further apart. Adjusting charge time, shots fired per burst was 7 for all subfamilies. And damage, note that the base below means without battery perks. A charge time masterwork or the adept charge time mod. High impact charge is slower while still strong, requires more planning to use effectively. Base charge time increased from 0.86 to 1 second. Shot per burst reduced from 7 to 5. Reduced total damage per burst. In playtesting, we found that charging these in the open is super risky, but pre-charging them around corners and otherwise, and safety is very effective. With the reduced shots per burst, these are now less reliant on stability, so it can stack a bit more range. Precision adapters are close to unchanged. Base charge time is unchanged. Shot per burst is unchanged at 7. Very slightly increased total damage per burst. In playtests, we feel that these are very effective all around. Without stepping on the niches of high impact and rapid fires, I'll be keeping a good plug 1 for PvP. I mean, plug 1, sure. I mean, it felt really good when I played Iron Banner with the plug 1. It wasn't bad. Rapid fire charges faster, allowing them to be used reactively against charging enemies or aggressively when pushing forward. Base charge time decreased from 0.54 seconds to 46 seconds. Shot per burst increased from 7 to 9. Increased total damage per burst. In playtesting, we found that these are very effective against shotgun rushers. The combination of them needed to be closer, and you having a shorter range, charge time work well together. And if you have good enough timing, you can fire 2 bursts with a rapid fire before a high impact user finishes charging there first. With the increased shot per burst, these are now more reliant on stability, but with increased damage, they're relying on range. Okay, they're less reliant on range. Parts of this work required adjusting several fusion rifle perks and 1 mod. Backup plan implementation was incompatible with the fusion rifle changes, and we felt like the perk could use a rework anyway. Remove plus 100 to charge time stat, adjusted charge time multiplier from 0.85 to 0.7, and now scales damage by 0.8. Okay. Liquid coils and Acero coils need a rework for similar reasons. Both converted to scale charge time and damage instead of modifying the charge time stat. The final effect is much the same as before, but these are now more robust. However, they won't visibly change the charge time stat in the inspection screen. The adept charge time mod felt pointless, and we felt like it would still be balanced against other mods if it didn't reduce damage. Change functionalities to scale charge time directly instead of changing the charge time stat without adjusting the damage. Ooh, what did I say? I told y'all they're gonna be working on that. Ain't no minus no more. Now I'm saying like, a note on the charge time masterwork. A fusion rifle damage is determined by a charge time stat, similar to how most other weapons damage is determined by their rate of fire stat. Masterwork can only increase weapon stats for performance reasons, so it's not possible to change how charge time maps onto damage without big changes to how the charge time stat work. We investigated doing this by making the Masterwork a perk, but this will cause fusion rifles to exceed the perk budget, resulting in bad things happening as mentioned in the prior TWAB. With the fusion rifle rework, we feel that this Masterwork is more viable. It now rarely reduces bolts to kill, so may not feel like a downgrade in the same way as before. We'll be watching to see how this plays and have some options to address the issue if that's still needed. Adjusted the fusion rifle stat order so it matches other weapons. Stability and handling were out of the order. This is a big change to fusion rifles, including all exotic fusions, so we'll be watching for any major issues and we'll make tweaks as needed. I don't know what the archetype is for 1K voice. Is it a high impact? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Anarchy. Holy Jesus. Let's see what they did to my baby Anarchy. The Anarchy exotic grenade launcher has been dominant for years now. We're ignoring the season with sweet grenade launcher artifact mods, of course, being near mandatory for certain raid bosses combined with double slug shotguns. Well, you already nerfed the quick draw stuff, right? As well as the selling as a solo weapon and for ad clears and some encounters. We like that as a great choice for hard solo content and trapping enemy spawns, choke points, but don't want it to remain part of a dominant tactic for boss damage. And particularly don't want it to be great for boss damage and ad clear in a single encounter. With this change, we expect it to remain strong without being borderline usable as a primary weapon. Reduce total reserves plus magazine ammunition from 26 to 16. Yo, Aeons, you there? Yo, Aeons. Yo, Aeons, it's time, bro. You there? You know what I'm saying? You know? You'll come through, so you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Yo, Aeons, Sect of Insight, I see you. All right, reduce damage by 30% versus bosses. Oh, my. Okay. Now, reduce damage by 30% versus bosses and champions and our bosses. Yo, how many times I told y'all? Yo, if you watching this video, when you're done watching this TWAB, type in Vorpal on my YouTube and watch that damn video. Because I told y'all champions ain't bosses for like the last 5 seasons. I told y'all. I'm just saying. God damn it. Reddit, this is for you. This is a huge fuck you to the idiot that thought champions were bosses. All right? I said it plenty of times. Anyway, Xenophage. Xenophage was already top notch, so didn't need to benefit from the glow machine gun buff. It does benefit from the damage per bullet buff to magazines, but now has a slower rate of fire to compensate, resulting in slightly lower damage per second. Wait, It does benefit from the damage per bullet buff to machine guns. Okay. That 20%, but now has slower rates to compensate, resulting in slightly lower damage per second, but higher burst damage to sustain damage since it's now more ammo efficient. Reduced rate of fire from 120 to 90, receives less of the machine gun PV damage buff. Okay. Fine line has always been fun, but not dominant PvE. So we weren't worried about the impact infinite ammo will have here. However, enabling fast, unlimited grenade spamming was too much in PvP based on eternal playtest. So we addressed that specific case without significantly impacting this field in PvE. Don't touch my favorite exotic. Fighting line reserve ammo increased from a lot to an infinite. Receive the same changes as other breach grenade launchers. Reduce base reload stat to 0. Breach grenade launchers with 0 Reload stat. Reload very, very slowly. Why? Okay. Why, bro? Why would you touch? What the fuck? Like, yo, who told y'all to touch? What? Yo! Okay, I'm back. Oh my god. Now increase reload speed to its previous levels on damage of multiple enemies with one grenade. We'll be keeping an eye on this, but believes it's in a good place with this change. And note that we're not going to over nerf an exotic with its own subreddit. Yeah, don't touch my fine line like that, bro. You shouldn't be manually reloading fine line anyway. Wait. Yo, who wrote this? Who wrote this at Bungie? Yo, chill. Yo, mind your business. Hello? Yeah, the guy that put that in, yo, mind your business, son. You don't even know how to use it. Yeah, you just worked there, bro. Like, how many kills you got on yours? Oh, you have 20 kills on yours? Yeah, yo, shut up. Thanks, man. Shut up. God damn it. Vex Mythoclast. We were cautious with tuning this one at launch, knowing that shipping a dominant weapon that has incredibly low ownership will break PvP. And aim for balance, but aim on the side of not letting it ship too strong. However, it fell short of balance. Ownership is much higher now, and we want it to be strong enough to be desirable reward from Vault of Glass. PV damage bonus increased by 40%. Okay, so y'all heard me a little bit. But yo, what happened to the 40% for machine guns? Though, like, yeah, wildin'. All right, but thank you. Range stat increased to be near best in class for high impact auto rifles. Okay, why not like rapid fire auto rifles? Because high impact are like, it's still kind of doo-doo. Increased stability stat. Reward catalyst to grant stability and damage after a kill. Is it rampage or is it like kill clip? Do I have to reload? Increase the rate of fire from 360 to 390. Reduce linear fusion rifle mod charge time from 820 to 533. Same as standard linear fusion rifles. No longer loses overcharge stack on stow except when in linear fusion rifle mode. I like that. Okay, I'm probably still not going to use it, but thanks, Bungie. All right, Merciless. No, don't tell me I fucked up Merciless. We had to touch this anyway because of the fusion rifle changes and figure if we're in there, we might as well make a buff. Okay, cool. You buffed it. Updated perk to account for fewer shots per burst. Should build up charge rate at the same amount per burst as before. Reduce the damage penalty for increasing charge rate by 40%. Okay. All right. That's cool. Jotun. Because of how the charge time stat work of the fusion rifle changes, we made a small change to avoid breaking this weapon. In playtesting, it almost makes no difference, but if I didn't mention it, someone would notice. Reduce charge time from 0.82 to 0.78, i.e. charges 0.04 seconds faster. Slightly reduced damage per shot. Okay, so it was like, it wasn't really a, whatever. It's whatever. Bastion feels very strong with shotguns being less dominant, so we preemptively adjusted in PvP. Okay, for PvP. It's also super low usage in PvE, so we're buffing it there too. Reduce damage by 15%. Can now not kill a guardian with one shot and the 3-shot burst it fires. Why? It's a special ammo weapon. Shotgun's one shot. Sniper's one shot. It's a fusion that takes special ammo. Huh? And it's a 3 burst. If you hit all 3 shots, you should kill. Okay. I mean, to each their own. Increase spread angle by 10%. I'm just thinking about balance. Like, if that's the case, make everything else not one shot. Increase PvE damage by 25%, so overall a 10% increase in PvE. Okay, why not just do this? You guys gave it unstoppable. Why not whenever, like, this should happen to Leviathan's Breath too. When you stun with these exotics, you should be able to do more damage to that unstoppable. Sweet business perk, refilling the magazine when picking up primary ammo no longer works in a world without primary ammo, so it's been adjusted. And now refills magazine on picking up special and heavy ammo instead of primary. Okay. So like almost like overflow, but it doesn't give you double. It just refills. Perks. Firing line. I was talking about this yesterday. We like the idea of the perk. It was just giving away a bit too much damage for almost free. What do you mean? You have to stand near your teammates. At least 2. You get 25%. Reduced damage bonus to plus 20% precision damage for all supported weapon archetypes. It was highly variable and depend on the weapon type. But here's the thing. Y'all took that perk out. What weapon has it? Unless it's coming back on the Tranquility from the moon. That perk was like taken out. The sniper from Reckoning had it too. And that got sunsetted. We'll roll on some sniper rifles, linear fusion rifles, and machine gun, and maybe some other stuff in the future. Okay, that's cool. You guys brought it back in. We were talking about that. I was like, why was firing line just taken out of the game? Certain damage perk only affected impact damage on explosive weapons. We updated these specific perks to also increase detonate damage. Oh, look at that. Kill Clip and Rampage finally works on grenade launchers when I called them useless before. Look at that, Bungie. Good job. Yeah. Yeah. Hello? Yeah, good job. Know what I'm saying? I still talk shit though. Yeah. Yeah, I talk shit at the beginning of the TWAB. Yeah, y'all fixed it, but like, you know what I'm saying? You be alright. You know what I'm saying? Alright, cool. Weapon VFX were all custom and some didn't meet our desired cool factor. What do you mean cool factor? So we rebuilt these to speed up the process of adding new weapons or updating old ones while updating the visuals at the same time. Updated all grenade launchers and rocket launchers VFX. Legendary fusions and linear fusion rifles now have distinct damage type perk VFX. The near future. We're devoting a lot of energy to the Witch Queen expansion, and there are a ton of things changing in a few weeks. So we want to see how things shake out before deciding on further tuning. We'll be watching Season 15 launch closely and are ready to make some small adjustments as needed in the first half of the season. The more distant future, but still before the Witch Queen. Linear fusion rifles and caster frame swords are still not where we want them to be, so expect some tweaks. We're also looking at underused or underpowered exotics, and we'll be taking a pass at some of them, including Arbalist, Source Regime, Cryosthesia 77K, Malfeasance, and more. If you have issues with spamming high rate of fire, semi-automatic weapons as fast as possible, we got something in the works for you. Priming a target and quickly swapping for a cleanup is easier than we like, and we're looking at options for building towards faster swap speed. We got a step at hitting both of these points coming up. Okay, so they addressed the quick draw glitch, and now they found a way for people to have faster swap speeds. Okay, we'll see how that is. Witch Queen and beyond. We talked previously about wanting legendary weapons to have more identity based on their source, and we're expecting to ship a new system for this or close to the Witch Queen. In Season 15, we tweak exotic primary weapons to generate ammo faster through Ammo Finder mods, and we have another change planned to make them more enticing to hard PvE content. So they haven't really done anything yet. That's all we got for weapon changes now. We're looking forward to see how the PvP and PvE metas shape up once you all have your hands on them next week. I just want to see the entire artifact. Then I can kind of go from there. Guns. We are still holding a lot of the details of Season of the Redacted close to the chest, including the new Season 15 arsenal you will start to discover next week. We do want to show off some of the weapons you'll be earning next season. Next season's ritual quest is a rocket launcher with the explosive light perk. As the custom, you will receive a new quest to earn this weapon, and then can collect Gambit, Crucible, and Vanguard themed weapon ornaments through additional quests to customize his look. I almost thought this was like Eyes of Tomorrow, like ornament or something. Okay, that looks all right. We are adding 3 weapons as post-game reward for completing Vanguard Strikes, Gambit, and Crucible matches. These will drop after completing these activities with random rolls. Here's a sneak peek. All right, is that a scout? It looks like it. A sidearm and an AR. We also have plans to freshen up the loot pool for the Prophecy Dungeon. We've seen a lot of feedback to bring forward weapons originally from Trials of the 9, and now they're adding these to the 9 themed dungeon was a great fit. These weapons have been upgraded with random rolls, and certain ones will drop from specific encounters of the prophecy dungeon. Okay, so they brought, this is neat though. They brought all of them back. The hand cannon, the sidearm, the shotgun, the pulse rifle. No, this is the pulse rifle, I think. And this is the scout. And then the sniper. Okay, that's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. On top of all of these, we're also updating the world loot pool with some fresh drops. Here are some new weapons you can expect to start seeing pop up in the world. Oh, is that a skate lock? Oh, that's a skate lock. Oh, you already know. Skate lock is pretty dirty too. I want to see what perks goes on that bad boy. Relief efforts. As Bungie, it's our mission to build worlds that inspire friendship, but we also realize the fortunate position we find ourselves in. And we believe in the power, compassion, and generosity of our community to amplify our efforts to reduce distress and suffering in the world. We believe that games can be a powerful force for good, and we believe it is our responsibility to use our voice and to support your desire to help those in need. The Bungie Foundation mission is to put those beliefs to work. We're a people-focused organization that builds and empowers our community to improve the health and well-being of children, uplift the rights of all individuals and communities, and provide aids in time of crisis. We act as a charitable given arm of Bungie in order to express our company's values outwardly to the world around us. And we have developed strategic programs of partnership in order to accomplish our mission. Our partners in disaster, direct relief, and Team Rubicon are doing profound and meaningful work around the globe to provide direct aid, agility, and expertise in response to the numerous humanitarian crises our world is facing. Including the Haiti earthquake and global impact of climate change and COVID-19, we invite you to jump into action with us to develop a fund that will both support the efforts as well as help us build a pool of reserves that can be leveraged to support future humanitarian needs strategically and rapidly. Between now and September 1st at 11:59, we have a few exciting opportunities to help those in need around the world, along with some incredible incentives to thank you for doing so. Here's how it will work. All donations to the Bundy Foundation will support the Disaster Relief Fund. Donation $25 plus and receive the Anchor Point emblem distributed via email on Thursday, September 9th. This is a sweet emblem. I kind of like that logo right there with the hammers. Especially if you're a Titan man and you run hammers, this would be a neat thing. Guardians of Hope t-shirt pre-order. Pre-order the Guardians of Hope t-shirt from Team Rubicon web store, and the Bungie Foundation will match up to $25K. We'll provide shipping updates in a later TWAB. That is sick, dude. I'm getting me a shirt. I'm definitely going to be dropping $25 here for the Disaster Relief Fund. Every customer will receive the Vital Elixir emblem distributed on Thursday, September 9th. Okay. They got some sweet emblems, man. It's got some sweet emblems. All purchase from Bungie Foundation collection made through the month of August will support the humanitarian aid. Will support the humanitarian aid. F will support the Disaster Relief Fund. All purchases from this collection will receive the Planet of Peace emblem delivered via email after the purchase is complete. That's pretty neat. They add like a bunch of Bungie stuff in there. Okay. To be eligible for the in-game items listed above, donation and purchases must be made between August 19th and September 1 at 11:59. Unique redemption code will be emailed to you on Thursday, September 9 following the completion of the fundraiser. Donations must be exactly $25 or higher to qualify for the Anchor Point emblem. Combining smaller donations does not qualify. Limit one redemption code per item per email for qualifying donations or purchases. A little bit more about our partners. Team Rubicon is a veteran-led disaster response organization helping vulnerable communities prepare, respond, and recover after natural disasters and humanitarian crisis. They acknowledge that crises such as COVID-19, impact of climate change, and increase in natural disasters are ubiquitous. That is why funds raised through this campaign will support TR's effort to meet critical needs around the U.S. and globally, include high priority efforts such as the Haiti earthquake, wildfires, and global COVID-19 support. But these funds will do more than that. The Bundy Foundation and TR goal is to leverage these funds to provide exponential and incremental impact to the most vulnerable populations here and around the world now and into the future. Direct Relief is a humanitarian aid organization active in all 50 states and more than 80 countries, with a mission to improve the health and lives of people affected by poverty or emergencies, without regard to politics, religion, or ability to pay. Each emergency has specific characteristics that are dependent on local facts and circumstances. Direct Relief coordinates with local, national, and international sponsors to ensure efficient use of resources while avoiding duplication of efforts or logistical bottlenecks. Fundraised through this campaign will generate efficient response to today's major crisis and will leverage resources to maximize continued health improvements around the world. Love, your friends from the Bundy Foundation. Hey, if you got it, definitely drop the 25 to help out. If you don't have it, it's fine. Just get the word out. Tell your friends. Tell your family members. It doesn't always have to be you that gets something, but if you want some cool emblems, this is definitely a good cause to kind of go after. So it's kind of neat that Bungie does that a lot for a lot of different reasons. Bungie artists. As Season of the Splicer winds down, we want to take a quick look back at some of the amazing art created for it. We have lined up several of the artists who worked on Season of the Splicers to showcase their work. Make sure you click their names to see all the art they have available on their personal sites. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'll open this up and check it out later. Override was pretty dope. So I'll check that out later. Redacted report. As we were about to usher into the changing of the seasons, the play support team has important updates on next week's update. This is their report. Update 3.3.0. On Tuesday, August 24th, Destiny 2 undergo maintenance in preparation for Destiny 2 Update 3.3.0. Below is a timeline of events. Note, sometimes may be subject to change during this maintenance period. 8 a.m. maintenance begins. 8:45 Pacific, players are removed from activities. Destiny 2 is brought offline. 10 a.m. Pacific, update will be available across all platform and regions. Players will be able to log back into Destiny 2, meaning you might be in a long line waiting because you're contacting Destiny servers. And at 12, Destiny 2 maintenance is expected to conclude. Below is some issues that will be resolved with the update 3.3.0. A complete list of will be shared when the update goes live. Players will no longer receive the bird error code when trying to get the Wall of Wishes. The That Big One spec mod will now correctly appear in the collections. Bounties, Valor, and weekly challenges will correctly gain progress in Crucible matches. For more info, players should visit our Destiny server and update status help article. Claim your rewards. The following will reset and become unclaimable when Season of the Redacted launches on August 24th. Season 14 Bungie rewards, Season 14 seasonal challenges, Vanguard tokens. Make sure you get rid of all your tokens. If you don't want to turn them into Zavala, just delete them, because they're going to be going away anyway. Valor rewards. Visit Lord Shacks to claim these items, including engrams. Basically, if you play Crucible or you play Gambit, there's those engrams that stack up at Shacks and the Drifter. Make sure you pick those up because they don't go into the next season. That's basically what Zavala is going to have the season after that. The Splicer server engrams as well. When you go to the Helm, he normally has a bunch of engrams that you can pick up. Season of the Chosen season pass items on your previous season webpage. Make sure to check each character. Some people may have to use our Destiny Companion mobile app to claim these rewards. What that means is if you go to Bungie.net, /previous season, it normally allows you to go into the season pass of a previous season to pick up whatever you haven't picked up yet. If you already picked up all your stuff from Season of Chosen, you don't have to worry about it. But if you haven't and you've been holding it maybe to help you level up, make sure you go pick that up because that's going to be gone. Crossplay names. As a reminder, crossplay will go live early in Season of the Redacted. When players log in for the first time to play Season of the Redacted, the name of whatever platform they log in will become their Bungie name for when crossplay goes live. Below is a list of reminders regarding the player's Bungie's name. The display name of the first platform that players log into to play Destiny 2 begin at 10 a.m. Pacific on August 24, 2021 will become the player's Bungie name. Platform ID numbers, non-standard characters and symbols will be removed and excluded. So if you have like a Chaos Trees thing, you got like a hammer, you got like a throwing knife, whatever it is, that's going to be gone. If a name violates our code of conduct, it will be changed to Guardian. Look at it this way. I don't think you want your name to be Guardian for a long time now, do you? Name changes won't be available until a later update. See what I mean? So definitely make sure your name is what you want it to be before this launches, or you're going to be Guardian everywhere. For Steam players, your Steam profile name, not your Steam account name, will become your Bungie name. A name can be up to 26 characters in length. Cyrillic characters are supported in each language that Destiny 2 support. The following languages are also supported: Japanese, Korean, simplified Chinese, and traditional Chinese. I didn't even know there was simplified Chinese and traditional Chinese, so I just learned something new today too. Heroes Memorial Quest. Some players have reported issues acquiring the final season of the Splicer quest. To resolve this issue, players should log into each character and check the Splicer server and the quest archive for this quest to collect. Please be aware that this quest can only be completed on one character. That has happened to me. I did the quest on my Warlock and my Hunter, but my Warlock was the one that had it. So just check on your characters if you did on all three. Players may have to listen to each radio message in the helm first by going to orbit and back to helm each time until all radio messages have been listened to. Players may have to complete all Season 14 quests in the inventory and log out and back into the game. And players may have to pick up and complete a bounty and complete the override activity. Known issues. While we continue investigating our various known issues, here's a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our help forum. A full list of known issues related to Season of the Redacted will be shared once the season goes live. We have resolved an issue causing the gift sub weekly bounty in Destiny 2 Twitch Ascension to not complete for viewers who purchase gifts. Players who purchase gift for the bounty can now acquire their bounty rewards from Man the Holiday at the tower before the weekly reset. We have now resolved an issue causing Xbox players to receive negative silver balance. Players who had issues earlier should restart their platform and Destiny 2 app and log in to verify. Players with a full inventory will not earn Season of Redacted seasonal currency, and the currency will not go to the postmaster. Oof. The Arbalest Exotic Linear Fusion Rifle will now work with anti-champion mods in Season of the Redacted, and in future update, anti-barrier will be added as an intrinsic perk for the weapon. Oh, okay. That's kind of lame, though, that you can't use it right away. When charge melee is mapped to an input, changing the button layout will retain that mapping. Players can reset the custom layout or clear the mapping for charge melee to fix this issue. The Vex Fanatic rated Larian Fluid pool persists and continues to do damage for about 8 to 9 seconds, actually 10 seconds, after the visual pool disappears. The elevator for the corrupted strikes sometimes cannot be interacted with, blocking the progression of the strike entirely. Warlock's Nova Warp doesn't blink if host friend is active. A second weekly Nightfall score stat tracker is present in the stat trackers. For a full list of emerging issues in Destiny 2, players can review our known issue article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our help forum. Every Sunday in my house is movie night. We have a rotation who gets to pick the movie and popcorn, season and flavor each week. My oldest holds the record of most consecutive picks of Monsters, Inc. in a row at 5. Anyways, movie of the week is kind of like that. And that movies are involved in his weekly. Here this week, these week's pick. Destiny, a Destiny 2 fashion show. What? At the helm? What in the hell? Wait, I was supposed to do this on Sunday. That's crazy. All right, well, I'm not doing it anymore. Next, we recreated The Lion King and Destiny 2 movie of the week. If your movie was selected, please make sure your Bungie profile is linked in the descriptions of your video so we can reward your hard work with a sweet, sweet emblem. Inspirational Artist of the Week. Oh my goodness, I've been marveling at this art this community puts out. It's sometimes easy to admire these pieces, but forget to stop and think of the hours to put in to make them special. Thank you for all the artists who put in the time. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. Here's a few of our favorites this week. Is that Crota going Super Saiyan? Yeah, looks like it. Man. Mithrax. Why Mithrax got like a thong thing on? What in the hell? 5 more sleep into the reveal. You're more than welcome to join us for the main party on our channels, but if you have a community that you like watching reveals, co-streaming is allowed for this event. We've been hyping this up, but at the same time, don't want to overhype. Let's just say that you should expect at least one video and someone talking about Destiny. I said too much. Listen, we're excited and hope and you enjoy what we've been cooking up. See you next Tuesday. Mr. Cosmo. Ah, shit. That was pretty neat, right? That wasn't bad. Okay. That was a long TWAB right there.